What I've noticed for myself was going to Catholic school. I had special gifts and I tuned them out through our children right now. And I feel a huge need to support them in a way that I wasn't. I don't have any of my own children, but I remember being a kid wishing that very Catholic parents would allow my gifts to come through. Things that I could feel, but I felt ashamed for them. And there's got to be a better way. So what we've done is we've come together. Important to talk with other parents that have especially gifted new humans. They are our teachers, and it's our job to create a space that's safe for them to really enjoy being on Earth in such a time as this transition. So what we'd like to do is just get our parents together that care about this topic. If that's you, please send a message. And I'd love to just have a roundtable discussion of what you're noticing, what we're noticing, and what we can do.
I think you expressed it quite well, and especially to be a kind of support group also for parents, and in that respect also a support group for children here, to ground them, to be grounded, and to feel welcome here on Earth, because they're here for a mission, like all of us.
So Uncle Frank here, forensic pedagogy, child learning systems, college professor, and there was an event that didn't really allow him to pursue something. And he's thinking I'm going to be in elementary school teacher. I'm like, Shannon and I had been thinking about this for a long time. The school for the especially gifted. And Shannon has two beautiful kids. I love them. They are my teachers. And this just has to be birthed through us. All of us. Us is the collective, the royal we. So Shannon, you want to share a little bit about why this matters to you right now?
So for me, I understand that not everyone had a childhood like mine. As I get older and as my children get older, I understand more and more how unique and special it was. I was not raised in traditional sense with math or science or any of that, or gifts even. The only big downfall was the people who I could talk to, they knew that they had gifts. They immediately knew that I did. We didn't know how to turn them on or control them, or what to do with them, or even where do you get information to learn more, and what other ones are there? We didn't have any of that.
Right.
And so raising my kids with, I understand this is what we're doing, and I have friends, and we're going to learn together how I can support you. So hopefully you won't ever feel lost like I did, or weird like I did, or just totally outside the box. There is no box. We're all special. We all have things that only we can do.
This resonates deeply. Part of this is the bringers of the earth, the light workers, us. If this resonates, you're still watching this. It's you. 47% of us are neurospicy in that. There's a lot of us. We've been separated on purpose. And so we get to come together, and we must actually, for this evolution of Earth, this time. So this video is us looking for you as you're looking for us. The Rumi quote, that which you're seeking is seeking you as well. So that's we, and this is us going first. So if this resonates, send a message, and just be crazy. Maybe share it with other parents that have a similar interest, but not if it feels too crazy or too weird. I love the word weird, by the way. It's a disproportionate access to magic. And if you're still watching, you have magic. And when we can sit in groups of threes, it creates such coherence, and it's shared a really long distance, and now would be the time. What did I miss, Frank?
I think you said it all, and I think it is very important. So I was raised in a family where my mother was a journalist and my father was a psychology professor at the university, and they were very supportive. But when I was young, I can remember the case that I saw my grandmother sitting outside in our country house, and I saw her and I said, Mom, my grandma has a dark cloud around her head. Oh, no, it's okay, she's doing okay. She's fine, she's sitting there, she's a little bit tired, she's old, I know. So she gave me a cookie and went off with playing with my nieces and whatever they were. 6 weeks later, she passed away. That can be just an incident, coincidence. I mean, coincidence doesn't exist. But if that happens 6 times and you start to talk about it, and then people look strange and said, "What's happening with you, Frank? Are you okay?" And some of the parents said to my father, who is a psychologist, "You have to go through a therapist with your son," because, and I learned this later on, of course, I learned to shut up. I learned to shut up. So to put it quite bluntly, I fucked my gifts. We're here for assisting you as a parent, assisting all those who are interested, not to let that happen. Not to let that happen. Especially not at this time. To unfold and to trust and to see where it takes you. We want to create a community with like-minded people with open mind and making nothing wrong, so that that all those wonderful gifts can be shared on earth, because it's the time. It's the time. And we are right on time.
Powerful. I remember coming home from gym class when I was a sophomore in high school, and I had never felt such profound peace as this. It was 8:34 in the morning. My godmother, kidneys had failed, and tranquility. I've never experienced. I get close right now just remembering this feeling. And I came home and my mom said, "I have some news for you." And I said, "Anna Ling died today, didn't she?" She goes, "How did you know that?" And I said, 8:34. I felt peace. The suffering was over. And she goes, "That was exactly the time she expired." So instead of therapy, in my case, the recommendation was exorcism. And so it became really hard for me to share because in past lives, the heretic was burned. And never again. If you have a story that resonates, your awakening, your child's awakening, share that with us. It's our intention, maybe bi-weekly, to get together and talk this through. Again, if this resonates, great. If you have other parents that this would be relevant and interesting for, please, let's do. Thanks for watching. We can only get this right, guys. This has to be birthed now. Brian Muka, Frank Vanderhorst.
Frank van Horst.
Santa Chris.
Thank you so much, guys, for your leadership and recognizing the patterns in the vacuum that exists right now. And we have charge of filling that in with something needed now. So that's it. Ciao.
Thank you.